Well, it has the Fuzzy Logic rice cooker. It has the hammered copper risotto pan. And last but not least, the double-bladed mezzaluna and chopping board. Mezzaluna.
If you're going to look at class in America, you might start by examining the kinds of things Americans surround themselves with. Whether you like the latest Italian cookware or just a backyard grill, it says a lot about the status you want to project.
This restaurant is called Matisse. They chose the name Matisse because it evokes class and sophistication, and it's easier to pronounce than Bruegel.
Satirist Joe Queenan grew up in a blue-collar household, but landed in the upper middle class. It's given him a unique perspective on the lifestyles of upscale baby boomers, whose consumption patterns have launched 1,000 malls.
Al sapone di tartufo bianco. The great thing about a name like this is that nobody who has any money in the United States speaks Italian or French because they're too busy making money. But it evokes a concept of sophistication and class. I mean, tartufo bianco could actually mean engine fluid, for all we know. But it's the idea, there's a kind of magical, evocative power to the words tartufo bianco. There's a desire in this country to be perceived as being one step ahead of the great unwashed by doing things that the sort of less great unwashed are all doing. Like a perfect example of that is everybody that I know has Frank McCourt's book, Angela's Ashes. Nobody's read it because it's too depressing. You know, you get into page 12, liquor, the Catholic Church, depression, babies dying. You get the idea pretty quick. It's a standard, Irish rant. But everybody has that book, and it's like an imprimatur. It's a little thing you break out and you say, see, I have this book. I was ahead of the curve on this one. One of the differences between upper middle class stores and say lower class stores or even middle class stores is if you go into the normal store, if you go into a Walmart, there's nothing in there that you can't identify, whereas I don't actually know what that is, and I don't know what that's for. This, I assume, is an onion peeler for some sort of Franco-Toscano, Mediterranean, Lago di Como type onion. But what all of this says is, I belong here because I can tell you that this is a gratineur de Paris, whereas you, a working class person, doesn't know what this is, so you don't belong here. This is a cuisine backpack, which is used while you're cooking, and it contains a side pocket for the tartufo bianco, balsamic vinegar.
All these possessions and attitudes add up to a lifestyle. And in America today, having money means having the freedom to create your own lifestyle, as long as you fit in with the tastes of your particular social class.
Previous societies had to fear death from, Mongols and Vikings and cholera and smallpox. And what we fear most is criticism, being, whom the gods will destroy, they first make ridiculous. And that's what people most fear now is, God, people will think I'm not cool. So it's like, it's permanent high school. I mean, you're 50 years old and you're still worried about what your friends think about your records and stuff like that. It's pathetic.